Good morning, Kesha, to you on this Hump Day Wednesday. And I wanted to give y'all some more momentum to get through Thursday and Friday. Let's talk about some obvious things. Yes, these are dreads, and yes, I need a retwist. I decided to let them out today. So welcome. You may hear my daughter from time to time because I am a parent. I think that's all I want to go over for now. Well, today we're going to talk about teams. Being a part of a team and being the best follower and being the best leader. What I will say is you do not have to take on my perspective. I'm only offering you a perspective for you to look at being a leader and a follower in a different way. Most people think that being a follower is a bad thing. It has a bad connotation. They're like, well, I don't want to be a follower. I want everybody to follow me. I don't want to follow anybody. People tell their kids to be at school, be a leader. Be a leader. Don't be a follower. I beg to differ. I like to challenge that and say that it's okay if you're a leader or a follower. And when I say that, I just want, like I said, I only want to offer you another perspective, another way of looking at it from my eyes. It's okay, whichever one that you are, but let's kind of pick out some things. First, let's acknowledge what I mean by teams. You have teams like the Justice League. Most people know them. Those are the superheroes and stuff like that. You have a basketball team. You have football teams. You have soccer teams. Like if you work at a call center, that is a team. McDonald's, like different types of what do you call them? Fast food restaurants. Those are teams. You have a softball team. You have band. That is a team. You have wherever your place of employment is, that is a team. Even if you work alone, and you are an entrepreneur, you are doing many things, but I'm sure you're having other people to help you some way, form, or fashion. Whether you are looking on the internet and having help, so it's all, what I'm trying to say is everything that we do is a team thing. There are people who are painters, and that is their employment. But even that, being a painter, you still let's not use that example. Forget it. What I'm about to dive into is being a leader and a follower, and what I want you to grasp from this is that neither one is better than the other. And I'm only offering you a perspective. I'm not asking you to take on this perspective. I'm not asking you to believe in the perspective. Only thing I want to do is just to offer it. So first, on teams, you have leaders and you have followers. And let's use softball as an example. That's something that I'm a little bit more familiar with. So on a softball team, you have a coach, then you have a captain, you have a pitcher, first base, second base, third base, shortstop. Those are the different positions on the team. And you also have ghost runners on some teams. So hey, there's that. So as the coach, that is a leadership position. And that's a leadership position. Just leave that there. And as the captain, that is a leadership position from the perspective that I'm offering. The pitcher is a leadership position. First, second, third, outfielders, shortstop, ghost runners. All of them are leadership positions in my eyes. Because although reality is the captain is the one who makes the decisions, and that would be considered the leader, and the coach, they work together. And then the pitcher is also a leadership position of a leader. So those are three positions: captain, coach, and pitcher. Those are all leaders positions. But you also have first base, second, third, outfield, shortstop, and like I said, ghost runners on some teams. Those are all leadership positions in my eyes. The reason I say this is because the captain controls, the pitcher controls, the first baseman, when it's their time, they control. Second base, when it's their time, they're in control. Third base, when it's their time, they're in control. And shortstop, when it's their time, they're in control. The ghost runner, when it's time to run, they're in control. And in my eyes, from the leadership position, when I say leaders, I mean the person who is in control at the time. And followers, I would say they are really those who take direction from the leader. But even in itself, followers are also leaders, because from my perspective, it takes, let's break it down first, and then I'll tell you why I say what I say. So the pitcher, when the ball first is hit from the opposing team, it hits from the bat. The pitcher is the one who starts this whole thing. The pitcher is the one who keeps the game in control. Once the pitcher has the ball in their hand, guess what? You ain't going nowhere. So it's like people try to steal bases. That was what I used to do. But if I have the ball as the pitcher, you can't go anywhere. So I'm in control. So guess what? I'm the leader at this point. Okay? Now, it's the opposing team hits the ball, and it goes kind of between first and second. So the first baseman is now in control because we're trying to keep them from making it on the base. Now, we're going to keep going to second base. Now, it's time for the first baseman. They've made it on the base. And the second base, now they've made it trying to go to second base. Now, when the opposing team hits the ball, guess who is in a leadership position now? Second baseman. Yes, the pitcher is going to call the play, but the second baseman is now have to pay attention to detail, because they need to know, is the first baseman on my base? Have we got them both out at first base? Because the first baseman did not make it to second, and I caught the ball in the air. So right now, their leadership position is on the second baseman. Okay, now we have one on second. We've got the first baseman out, and we have one on second, which is potentially going to third. And we have someone about to hit, which means they're about to go to first. So guess who's in position now? We have a third base that's in leadership, and we have first base that's in leadership. Because guess what? We're trying to not let them advance. So the third baseman is now in a leadership position, although they're taking direction from the pitcher. Okay? So what I'm saying is everybody has a leadership position on the team. And then the different positions that you are on your team, guess what? Be the best at that. Let's move on to another example. McDonald's. Say you work for McDonald's or any fast food restaurant. If you are the burger flipper, be the best burger flipper it is. Time yourself. Give yourself, say I'm going to flip 10 burgers in 15 seconds. And even though you don't make those 15 seconds, continue to set a goal that you can get better at that. Okay, say you are the custodian at the fast food restaurant. Make sure that, okay, within 15 minutes, I'm going to pick up all of this trash that I do see. And say there's 1,000 pieces of trash. Set a time. Be the best trash picker-upper. And guess what? You are now in a leadership position. Although your position may not be the best, or people may not shine light on that position, guess what? You are the best trash picker-upper. I don't know why I use that phrase, but you're the best custodian. So what I'm saying is, when you're on your jobs, I don't care what it is that you do. If you are a plumber, if you are, and I use these positions because most people don't look at them as a great position. If you still work for people, everybody's not called to be an entrepreneur. Everybody is not called to work for someone. So know what it is that you're better at. No, don't try to force it. Be real with yourself. Like I said with the transparency video, be real with yourself. And if you don't know what your strengths and weaknesses are, contact your friends. Contact 5 friends. Hey, give me 3 strengths about myself and give me 3 weaknesses. We're that close. Whatever you say, I'm going to take it to heart. So be real with me. That's an exercise that I've done. I've asked those who are close to me, tell me my strengths and my weaknesses. And it's not going to be used against you. And if they're that close to you, they're going to be real with you. And they're not going to try to tear you down. But reality is, those around you know what your strengths and your weaknesses are. And we're all a part of a team. So let's work together and figure out what those things that we're good at. And let's be real about those things. And let's take on whatever it is we're supposed to take on. Also, too, the perspective I'm offering is that some parents send their kids to school and they tell them, hey, we're not going to be followers today. We're going to be leaders. Every child is not called to be a leader. Every child doesn't know how to make a decision. Your child may be the child that's making others follow their bad leadership. And my thing is, find out at the age of like 5 or 6. It's okay. You don't want your child to be a follower, but the reality of the situation could be that your child may be a better follower than they may be a leader. And you have to be okay with it. And when I say that, it's like, following has a bad connotation. People think that following is bad, but at the end of the day, following takes humbleness, because you have to be humble in order to give up your right to make a decision. And it's not to say that as a follower you can't make decisions. Is that you offer your perspective, you offer your advice, you offer your ideas, and it's up to the leader to take it or to reject it. And that's where we find out if we're a better follower or a better leader. If I offer my suggestions that I think are awesome and magnificent and just the best thing popping, and my leadership tells me, hey, nah, that's not gonna pop, that's not gonna work here, I don't like it, or not even necessarily don't like it, they don't even tell you or acknowledge it at all, it's okay. You may be a natural leader, but you have to keep going. You have to keep pressing. And I'm more so shining light on the following part, because most people are trying to be leaders in this day and time. And yeah. Anyways, so yes. And with the leadership thing, if you are a leader, be the best leader. Help those who are followers to be great followers of you. Be a great example of a leader. Make sure you're there on time. Make sure you're letting them know what's going on. Like if you are a leader of a movement, say that you're a leader of some type of, like, I don't know, transparency movement or whatever, be transparent with them. Let them know, hey, we're going to be here at this time, and you be on time 10 minutes early, so that they can see, like, she's serious or he's serious about this. Excuse me, be the best example. Like if it's time to do something and you're afraid of it naturally, do it anyways. And when you're finished, tell them, hey, I did do that speech, but I was scared. Be real with them. Another thing about being a leader, if they say never let somebody see you weak, never let them see you fall, or never let them see you sweat. It's okay. It's okay to let people see you sweat, because guess what? You're human, and don't let no one take that from you. I am a very passionate person about this subject, because I realized that working with these group of people that I've been working on with some decorating, that everybody doesn't know their position on this team that I am on right now. And it frustrates me that I see their potential and I see the position that they're supposed to be in, but no one wants to do what they're great at. Everybody just wants to do, well, I want to paint, and I want to put up the streamers, and I want to be the leader, basically. And you're not really good at being the leader. Then there's some people on the team that just sit back and watch, and then just wait on somebody to give them something to do. And it's like, but the way that this team is working, it's all out of whack, and it bothers me, because it's like, hey, let's do what we're better at, and this would be much smoother. We went last night to do the things. Guess what? It's not done. I gave them this. I don't know if the screen will let you see it. Let's try this, and maybe I put it against this. Basically, I gave them a blueprint of the room that we're decorating. That's what I was just showing you. And no one ever took the initiative to put anything on there. And because I'm just now coming to this team, I was like, don't push the issue. Don't really try to get them to use that, because they're not used to doing what they're stronger at. They're not used to planning before they start. So, yeah. I won't go on about this. It's about 13 minutes on this thing. And I know most of the days we don't have this much time to sit down and watch somebody talk and offer their perspective. But I just wanted to give that. I hope you got something from it. If you are a leader or a follower, be the best leader that you can be. Be the best follower that you can be. But know this, at the end of the day, everybody is a leader in some way, form, or fashion. Cash it to you. Bye.